Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we are celebrating our graduating seniors who have been part of this team for the last 4 years. Tonight we celebrate their contributions to the success of Robert Morris University Club Hockey. Our first senior tonight, Andrew Finney. Joining Andrew tonight are his parents, Kristen and David, his sisters Maddie and Emily, and his girlfriend Sarah. Andrew is a senior defenseman studying for a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering and a master of engineering management. Andrew has been playing hockey since he was 2 years old. In his career, playing for local amateur teams at Moon Area High School. Andrew's favorite memory is beating the number 5 ranked Liberty in the rink on a Friday night in his freshman year. Andrew would like to thank his unsung heroes, his mom and dad, for always supporting him with his whole career from early mornings to late nights, home games and tournaments across the East Coast, and all the games and practices in between. Thank you for always pushing me to be the best player and person I could be through it all. We would also like to thank his grandparents and sisters for being at every game we could be to support him and cheer him on. Thank you to my built-in super fans. And finally, we would like to thank his girlfriend Sarah for always being by his side, watching countless hours of old game film and dealing with late night rants. After this year, Andrew plans to continue at Robert Morris to complete his master's degree in engineering management. Our next senior, Trevor Colbert. Trevor is joined tonight by his parents Joyce and Paul and his brothers Ian, Matthew, and Nathan. Trevor is a senior and MBA student pursuing a degree in business management with a concentration in supply chain and logistics. Some of his favorite memories in RMU have been winning multiple business case competitions with his classmates where he was able to apply what he learned in the classroom to work real-world problems while building strong connections as a team. Outside of academics, he has been a proud member of the RMU CHMA Division I hockey team for 4 years. Some of his favorite hockey memories include being Liberty on ESPN, traveling with the team, and scoring his first collegiate goal against them. Trevor is extremely grateful for the support of his family, friends, coaches, professors, and mentors who have helped guide him throughout his journey at RMU. Looking ahead, Trevor plans to continue working at Wabtec Corporation in the corporate office as part of the MRO indirect sourcing team and playing dearly with his friends. He is also planning to come back for a 5th year. Up next, please welcome Corbin Bradley. Corbin is joined tonight on the ice by his parents Tony and Emily, his brother Easton, and his puppy Lulu. Corbin is a marketing and management major at Robert Morris University. Corbin's time here has been filled with unforgettable memories both on and off the ice. Some of his favorite moments include long bus rides with the team and never losing a charity night game, experiences that truly define what RMU hockey means to them. Corbin quotes, I am incredibly thankful for my family, the coaching staff, and the lifelong friends I made around me for the constant support throughout this journey. As I look ahead, I'm excited to pursue a career in marketing and management, carrying with me the lessons, friendships, and memories that made my time in the Army so special. Next up, Tony Chiaramonte. Tonight he is joined on the ice by his parents Heather and Dean and his sister Bella. Tony is currently completing his degree at Robert Morris University, where he has spent 3 years playing ACHA hockey after taking a year away from school to attend the Marine Corps boot camp and School of Infantry. He's a criminal justice major with a minor in legal studies. He quotes, "Some of my favorite experiences at RMU come from hockey, especially long bus trips with the guys and playing in our charity night games. Those moments have been a big part of my college experience and would not have expected anything less playing with the guys I got to know. I'm thankful for the support of my family, including my mom, Heather, dad, Dean, grandparents, brother Eric, sister, and sister Beth. After graduating, I plan to attend law school with the goal of becoming an attorney." Next, Devin Rourke. Devin is joined on the ice by his parents, Kelly and David, his brother Todd, and sister Lexi. Devin is a business management major at Rutgers University. His college hockey journey began at Franklin Pierce University in New Hampshire playing NCAA Division II. He transferred to Army his junior year to be closer to home in Pittsburgh and to get more involved in his family's car business while still being able to play hockey. One of Devin's favorite memories at Army is charity night this year, when the team pulled off a big comeback win against Syracuse and he scored in the shootout to secure the victory. Hockey has given him friendships and moments he'll never forget. Devin would like to thank his mom and dad for all the time and sacrifice they put into supporting him, and his siblings for always watching and supporting him. After college, he plans to work full-time at his family's car business and continue building his career there.
Welcome into the Olympic Ice Arena for tonight's CHMA Men's Division I matchup between the Kent State Golden Flashes and your Robert Morris University Colonials. I am Andrew Keel, alongside me T.J. Rose, as we get ready for the final home game for the D1 Colonials of the season. Senior ceremony is in the books as we get ready for our intros and national anthem. We got word from one Phil Pachinski. We'll be seeing a kind of ceremonial puck drop here. As you see, the Colonials have a lot of skaters on their end. We'll send it over to Phil Pachinski for our starting lineups. Always love to hear Tucci on senior night as well as another boost for these Colonials. As once I mentioned, we'll get a special start. We'll talk about that in a moment. But for the Colonials in the playoffs, but seeding not determined. This game all about seeding. They've got a game tonight and tomorrow night. Win both and a little help from Mercyhurst as they play West Virginia, and you move to the 4 seed. If any of that doesn't happen, the 5 seed. If you lose both today and tomorrow, you're down to the 6 seed. Those are the only ending spots for the Colonials. Most likely they'll end up at the 5 spot.
Yeah, very important game for the Colonials tonight. Doesn't change much. It's all for getting into playoffs like what you said, but it does change their picture and their scenarios they can run into. If they lose both these games, doesn't hurt them at all. Maybe could benefit them in the future. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe get a more likely draw, as if they lose both, they'll be playing these Kent State Golden Flashes.
Exactly. Tonight, Kyle Bartlett, former Kent State D3 goalie.
As we get the ceremonial puck drop for our 6 Colonial seniors, as they will now go off for a change as we get ready for the actual puck drop of tonight's game. As you were saying about Bartlett.
Oh, Bartlett, great in D3 last year. 1.39 goals against average with a .951 save percentage. He was a beast in D3, going up to the D1 level now. He has a 4.381 goals against average with an 8.85 save percentage. Let's see what he's got net against Reno Patrick.
Off the draw, the Flashes will take the puck. We'll hear about Patrick's numbers in just a moment. Colonials with a lot of momentum. They had the emotions flowing. Now they got to turn it into something. Falkowski will try and clear it out for the Flashes. He does there with a little help from Kybus. Sends it all the way across. Shot there. Save made by Patrick. Hurley will move it up the wall. Finds Ragno. He'll go in the middle. Poked by Blevins up to Rorick. Back to Blevins in the middle. Backhand shot just goes wide past Bartlett. Great chance for this first line.
Absolutely.
Blevins, he'll go behind the net. Still walking. Sends it down to Rorick. In his feet, still with possession. Tried to send it in front. It's blocked by Jardine.
Couple good opportunities for the first line there. You love to see that early.
Kybus will send that one the length, and we'll get an icing as Flashes are going to be a little tired. Colonials can change. Let's hear about Reno Patrick in there for the Colonials.
Reno Patrick, this season, a 3-6 record here with the 4.47 goals against average, with an 8.94 save percentage, and a shutout as well. Pretty good numbers there.
Looking for that again tonight.
Absolutely. That'd be beautiful.
Shot from distance is stopped, as I believe Jimmy Passanante wearing number 2 on the back end. That's not going to be confusing, as he normally wears number 12.
How about that?
Passanante will move it up to Sharamonte. He'll go in the middle, finding Crivelli. Both Crivelli and Sharamonte, neither of them wanted to go for the puck. They'll get it out to Moran, though. Shot there is blocked. As this one will head to the wall. Moran, he'll try and dump it down. It's blocked there by Avellino.
Good start for the Colonials so far. They're keeping that momentum early on in this game.
Now one bounces over Friel. We'll go all the way down on net for Patrick. He'll cover this one as we've got just 90 seconds into this game.
Couple milestone watches here. We have Devin Rorick, 1 game away from half the century mark.
That'll be today.
Games.
Today is
today.
50.
How about that?
For the Colonials, I should say.
For the Colonials. Congrats, Devin Rorick, for 50 games.
Did transfer in 2 years ago, so has more career games played, but 50 for the Colonials is a big feat.
Absolutely.
Dumping that one in there is Evans. It'll be picked up by Nikolov. He'll move it up to Bianchin. Try to send that one up to Miller, but it goes past him, and the Colonials get it back. LaQuatra goes across ice, finding Kohlberg. Kohlberg in the middle, tried to find Evans, too far behind him. Bianchin will take it. He'll dump it into the far corner. Back to get it there is Dobransky. He'll go up the wall to find LaQuatra. He gets hit hard into the wall. Taken down is Evans. No call. Carrying up Kohlberg. He'll just elect to dump it in. Over to get it, Nikolov.
Kohlberg looking pretty good early on.
Yeah. Carrying up is Old Strakel. He'll move it across. Norton loses that one to Schmidt as the Colonials will try and move out a little bit behind Blevins. He'll move it up to Rorick as he pokes that one just a little too far, and the Flashes take possession.
First line back out there.
Holmes to dump it in. Patrick to leave it behind. It'll go up to Ragno. Ragno looking to spring Blevins. He'll get it all the way across. Too far behind Rurik, though, and McGuffin will take it for the Flashes. With the suspension to Eli Young that Caleb McKay mentioned last night, Colonials only have 2 skaters on the 4th line, so that'll be a rotating situation you see probably with some of the third-line players.
Oh, yeah. Some tired players here later in the game, for sure.
Blevins able to dance past 1 as we got a 2-on-2 in development. He'll move it over to Rourke. Rourke dances past 1 in the middle. Backhand shot just goes wide past Bartlett.
Good work from those 2 right there.
Kept in barely by Friel, but can't get it over. Hale will just send that one the length. No icing. Finnegan loses it behind the net. Hale pressured by Blevins. Still gets it in the middle. Dancing around, and the Colonials get it out. Ragno in the middle finds Rurik. Rurik goes over to Blevins. Shot, save made. Bartlett, and it goes into the netting. Another great chance for this first line.
Blevins was reaching that stick to the heavens right there. He was winding that bad boy up. Good save from Bartlett right there.
That's a line that gets hot. That's a line that can carry you in these playoffs.
Absolutely. They can score 3 goals in under 1 minute if they're flowing that good. You never know with this line.
Draw in front of Bartlett, won by the Golden Flashes. Parker will send it behind. Crivelli will try and move that one out to the point, but it'll go down the corner instead. Taken down, no call. Carrying up now Sanchez. Into the line, it's blocked. Comes out to Patrick because he has to make a return save, it seems.
Yeah, good save there from Patrick. Still keeping his head up.
Passanante loses that one a little bit behind the net. And it'll go to Falkowski at the point. He'll go across to his D partner in Sealing. Stolen away by the Colonials. Moved out to center. Sharamonte, he'll hit the red line. Try and dump it in deep. It's blocked. As Passanante whacks at it, it'll go to Tycholas Casey. Pushed too far from him, and now Friel will start the rush after the Colonials. Friel with lots of speed. Shot is blocked. Gets his own rebound. Tried to send it in front. No one there. Passanante has it at the point. Passanante's shot looking for a tip goes wide. Sending it back is Friel. Gloving it Crivelli. Send it in front. No stick there. And Passanante keeps it in again. Dumps it down behind the net. Finds Crivelli. Crivelli just can't keep a handle on it. Flashes move it out. Avellino gets past Friel, but can't get past Johnston as he lays him into the wall.
Yeah, big hit from Johnson. He's a big guy.
That one moved out in front, whacking and whacking. Our multiple rebounds. Shot there is blocked. Move behind the net now. Up the wall. Kept in Nikolov. He'll go across to find Osterkel. Shot there, saved by Patrick, and goes behind the net. Working his way around there is Kybus. Kybus back to Nikolov. Shot there from distance, blocked by Crivelli with the skate. Sent across, in front, they score! TJ Avellino parked in front of Patrick, and the Golden Flashes take an early 1-0 lead.
Yeah, nothing you can do about that if you're Reno Patrick. Wide open back door. As an Army defenseman, you need to watch that, need to clear that area, or else Kent State will take advantage of that.
Draw will be won back by the Golden Flashes. They'll hit the line, send it in. It bounces over the stick of Dobransky. Avellino will be the first one to it. And now the Golden Flashes with it. In the middle, Avellino. Backhand shot blocked and then gloved by Patrick for a hold.
Need to equalize this. You don't want to wait too long to rebound after going down 1-0 here. Try to get some back soon. Or opportunities, at least.
A win and forward on the faceoff there by Jardin. He has it now behind the net. Loses it to Dobransky for the moment. Puck will move up the wall. With it are the Flashes, sent across. Wait, shot, save made Patrick. Rebound is loose, but quickly recovered by Patrick.
Yeah, good recovery from Patrick, not allowing any rebound there. Getting tested early right now is Patrick. A couple good chances back to back following that goal.
Flashes really want to put on the pressure.
Absolutely. They're not going to take their foot off the gas pedal.
They've got it now. Back at the point. They'll play catch. Moving down. Shot. Looking for a pass over to Bien-Chin. Bounced off his stick. Bien-Chin spin around. Will go down. But out it'll go. Moving forward is Rorik. He's got one to beat. Tries to go between the legs. Hold off and taken down by the defenseman Holmes.
Yeah, good work defensively there from Holmes. Shutting down a very dangerous attack from Rorik.
Flashes get it out the center. Norton will drop it back to McGuffin. As Colonials looking like a little bit of a trap right now as Rorik gets his pound of flesh for the hit.
Oh, yeah, that was a big hit. Big shoulder there from Rorik.
And again, able to pinch that one along the wall to stop the Flash attack. Blevins will pick up the loose puck. Skated up, try to go to Rorik. It ends up between the legs of a defenseman, and here comes Rorik. 3-on-1. Over to Blevins. Back to Rorik. In front. He scores! Corbin Ragno. Tick, tick, tack, toe. And it's a tie game.
What a beautiful goal right there from that top line. I mean, what else do you expect? 3-on-1. They take advantage of that all day. Good passing. Great way to finish it. Ragno on his senior day, equalizing the game.
That's that top line that if they get hot, they can stay hot.
Uh-huh. You want them on as much as you possibly can.
It was Rorik to Blevins, back to Rorik all the way across the Ragno. As many ticks as you could fit in there before the tack toe. Off the draw, Colonials trying to put on more pressure. Nikolov will carry out for the Golden Flashes. It'll get turned over to Finnegan, but can't find Sharamonte. Now it'll be cleared out, goes off Nikolov and all the way down. Bartlett will play it off to him. Takes a weird bounce over to Crivelli. Crivelli gets hit hard. Still able to keep the possession of the puck at least, even though has Hale all on top of him.
Yeah, good battle there, though.
Passanante will go over to Finnegan. Finnegan up to Sharamonte. He'll try and go in the middle for Moran. Fans on the pass, though. Carrying it is Barry. Shot there is blocked by Passanante, and he's feeling that one as that one rims around the wall and goes out.
Good work sacrificing the body. Passanante, the former forward, now playing defense after all these injuries. Got to appreciate that if you're Coach Joseph from the former forward.
Another draw in front of Patrick. Sanchez will oppose Evans. Sanchez will win it. Shot is blocked by his own man. Dobransky will go up the wall. Kohlberg trying to clear it out. That one definitely hit McCabe on the bench, but no whistle. Cutting down, the Flashes will go behind the net. Wraparound shot just goes wide of Patrick. Sanchez with it. Turnaround shot again. That one almost sneaking in on Patrick. They like that shot right there.
They want to go that short side almost.
Dobransky, he'll move it up to Moran, who will go over to Kohlberg. Or LaQuatra, who will move it over to Kohlberg. LaQuatra wins the race in, dumps down behind the net to Kohlberg. Kohlberg out to the point. Dobransky. Shot tipped in front by Evans, won't go in. Kohlberg in the middle, tried to find Evans. He'll fake the shot to Dobransky. Saved by Bartlett. Little fake shot there from Evans and just tips it back to Dobransky.
Yeah, great work from that line. Nice shot from Dobransky.
It's a good shift from your third line.
Absolutely.
Especially one that's not always going to play together.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. A lot of diversity in that line. Bring out the first line, too. Great work.
Off the draw, Blevins wins it forward. Pass across. They score! The face-off play finally works as they've been working on that all season, and Devin Rorick puts it in the back of the net. It's 2-1 Colonials.
That almost looked too easy for the Colonials right there. That was great work from the Colonials on that face-off. As you've been saying, they've been practicing. You've been seeing it in games. There's the success right there, and it looked beautiful.
The amount of times I've seen Blevins try and win it forward and send it across to Rorick, and it just hasn't been able to get it to work. That one works to perfection.
Absolutely.
And a beautiful goal. First line stays out.
Absolutely. It must feel good, too, on that line, practicing that and finally that masterpiece of a goal right there. Great work.
Now moving up. Rorick, he'll try and find Blevins. Past him. Ragno jumping past a couple, but it'll go to Falkowski and dumps it back. Moving up now, Hurley. That one gets blocked, or Friel. Now Passanante will retreat back. Colonials trying to pick up the momentum here. 2 unanswered they have. Rorick will go all the way down. Finds Ragno. Has Passanante in front. Just a little bit too close to the crease. And runs into Bartlett and the net.
Getting some conversations after that is Passanante. Obviously didn't mean to.
That pass finds him. That'd be
another great
beautiful
play. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Jumping up from the D spot in Passanante with speed.
Yeah.
Crivelli will win it back to him as Passanante jumped it in. Bartlett to leave it behind for Sealing. Sealing goes up the middle. Crivelli able to pickpocket him, but bad bounce. It goes back to the Flashes. Moving up is Sealing. He goes in the middle. Shot there is blocked by a sprawling Hurley.
Great block there from Hurley.
Up to the point. Shot is tipped and goes wide. Passanante will carry in. He'll hit the red line and just dump it. Miranda chase after it. Sealing gets the pass over to Falkowski as the Flashes will move up. Carrying Bianchin. Lots of speed. Poked away there by Friel. Up to Crivelli it will go. Goes into Moran, as that was definitely meant to be a dump by Crivelli. Moving up, Nikolov gets Sharamonsi dump in, as that one will go not into the netting. There's no netting over there.
Yeah.
Into the crowd.
Fan gets to hold the puck for a second, tossing it back to the referee. That's what it's all about.
Nikolov will send that one to the wall. Bounces over the stick there of Odgersell, and taking it is Kohlberg. He'll move in. No help, though, as no one expected the turnover. Shot is stopped by Bartlett. Finnegan will go over to Hurley. Gets enough of it to get past one, and Kohlberg will just send it in. Behind the net it will go. Taking a tumble is Evans as he goes hard into the wall. Nikolov, he'll play catch as Colonial's putting on a lot of pressure here. Down goes Evans as he's able to just whack that one back behind the net. Ostrakel. Take his time as Johnston is waiting for him. High off the glass, carrying his Barry. Johnston able to walk into him as a big hit thrown by Hurley to stand his ground, and it eventually is cleared out by the Colonials.
Yeah, good work from the Colonials right there. Nothing crazy, but doing what they need to do.
Kohlberg under pressure will throw it back to Finnegan. And the Colonials carry out. Johnston will go off the wall to let Blevins dump it in. Bartlett out to play it. He'll leave it off for Holmes. And the Flashes will start to rush up. Rorick almost picking a pocket. Blevins does pick off the pass. Has a flash on him, able to fight him off. Goes off the wall, trying to find Rorick too far in front of him. As kept in, Blevins. Rorick to Ragno. Rorick shot again. Save made. Loose puck in front. In the feet of Rorick. Can't get a shot on. But a bad pinch by Schmidt. Now the other way. Here come the Golden Flashes. Only man back is Dobransky. And he gets burnt. Well, he doesn't get burnt. Gets the pass across, and the Golden Flashes tie it at 2.
Yeah, good way to answer right there from the Golden Flashes. Dobransky did did what he could right there on that 2-on-1. Schmidt with a bad pinch, and at the end of the day, that's what burnt them on that play right there and caused the goal. Unfortunate, but hey, we're back to a 0-0 game.
Dobransky did everything he could. He tried to take away the pass, just a beautiful saucer pass across the ice.
It was.
And we're back to tied at 2. And when you normally hear Kent State, you expect a low-scoring game. We're already up to 4 goals, and we're not even done with the first period.
Very rare right now.
Carrying is Sanchez. He'll try and split the D. He gets it over. Pass across. Will go past everyone to the wall. Pinching is Falkowski. As Passanante will hold behind the net. That'll go off the wall and all the way down. And a Colonial icing. I say, you expect a Golden Flashes low-scoring game. I think that's more true with the D3 team.
Yeah.
But, especially since, last night Flashes go to Mercyhurst and they put 9 on them.
Yeah. They're hot. For that, lost 11-2 at IUP and 4-3 at John Carroll. That's a good loss at John Carroll.
Those are your 1 and 2 teams.
Yeah.
Shot there goes over the net. Shermonti, he'll move it up the wall. Passanante has one on him, able to get it out to Moran. He'll pinch it past Falkowski, but can't get past him. Sealing, he'll carry up. Shot there, save made, whacked out of danger there by Passanante. Should maybe try to join the club baseball team on that one.
Yeah, that was great hand-eye coordination right there.
As we get a whistle here. 6:10 to go in the first period.
Great game so far on this cold Saturday night.
Very cold.
Not as bad as yesterday, that snow squall.
Oh, yeah. That was fun to get home in.
Yeah, definitely an experience.
Shot from distance from Nikolov is stopped by Patrick. Up the wall. It'll go. Johnston. Able to dump that one in deep. LaQuatra to chase for the Colonials. Bartlett tries to give it off to Nikolov. Goes past him. Kept in by Finnegan with a kick. And kept in again with a hand. Turnaround is Evans. Has 2 on him. Will go down to LaQuatra as he will just fling it behind the net. Ostrakel pressured by Johnson and forced to dump it, but that one will hit the referee and sent back in by Hurley. Nikolov will go behind the net. Ostrakel pressured by Johnston. Sealing with it now. Or Avellino, I should say, as he cuts up the middle. Avellino drops it over. Pass is blocked by Hurley. And the Colonials will start the rush up. Hurley rims it around the wall, bounces over the stick of LaQuatra, and the Flashes will just dump it right back. Hurley, he'll go across to find Finnegan. Finnegan's pass is broken up, and a breakaway for the Golden Flashes. Pass across, and another 2-on-1 goal for the Golden Flashes as they now take a 3-2 lead.
Yep, that was a bad turnover, and Finnegan tried his best right there to get back, but just Kent State players a little too fast. Patrick again, another 2-on-1, nothing you can do. Hopefully the pattern does not continue tonight with these 2-on-1s and these goals not being totally on Reno or anything like that. It's more defensive breakdowns.
Colonials now giving up 2 unanswered, trying to get back into the positive graces of the scoreboard. Schmidt will send that one around. Ragno to pick it up. Ragno goes all the way across to find Rorick. Tries to dance past McGuffin. Poked off his stick. Blevins tries to do it as well. Runs into him, and McGuffin did not let anyone pass.
Yeah, no.
Now it'll be dumped down for an icing on the Golden Flashes. See if you can get this first line rolling with a tired group on the ice for the Golden Flashes.
Absolutely. Need it. Don't need it, but you would love it. Equalizing this game 3-3 at the end of the first.
Blevins in on the draw. He'll win it back to Rorick. Shot there just goes wide of Bartlett. Trying to keep it into Dobransky. He can't get over there in time. Dobransky will go over to Schmidt. Loses that one and has to go behind the net. He'll move it to Blevins. Blevins up to Rorik. Rorik cross ice finds Ragno. Ragno trying to dance past. He can't. But Blevins able to steal the puck off the stick of Bianchin. Blevins waits, goes all the way across to find Schmidt. Schmidt goes down, finds Ragno. Ragno down to Blevins behind the net. Blevins tried to go in front to just find a stick.
Yeah,
but
good
it'll
try.
go to the Flashes.
I like that little opportunity. A lot of guys in front of the net, just throw it on, look for rebound or any loose puck.
Dobransky, he'll send that one off the wall, goes past Ragno, and goes to Falkowski. Dobransky trying to get past Hale as Rorik able to push it forward and carry it up. Rorik, shot, save made, rebound for Blevins, won't go as he loses his stick on that one. Falkowski carrying up. He'll move it down behind. Seiling. That one will be sent into the Colonial bench, and a very delayed whistle on that one. As a 2-on-1 from about the dots
Yeah.
for the Colonials electing to shoot there. Rorik is. We have not seen that very often on 2-on-1s. Almost probably 4 of the 5 goals have been on 2-on-1s, and I think they've all been on passes.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe Rourke trying to throw Bartlett off a little bit.
Maybe.
Letting him know that the shot is still there. It's just not going to be cross creases the whole night.
As Moran runs into Bartlett on accident, as carrying up are the Golden Flashes. Ostrakel sends it down, finds Sanchez. Friel runs into him. As a scrum in the corner, it'll bounce out to Moran. As he will dump it into the corner, Nikolov breaks it up, and Sharamonte can't steal it from him. Nikolov will now carry it. 2 minutes to go in the first period. Broken up there by Friel, almost given right back to Nikolov by Sharamonte. He does pick it up. Nikolov circling around, able to get past Moran, doing a spin move. He drops it back to the point. Avellino's shot just goes wide to Patrick. Ostrakel moves it down. With it is Kybus. Kybus behind the net, moves it over to Avellino. Avellino into the slot. Shot save made with the pad by Patrick.
Beautiful save there from Patrick. That's a big one.
Friel will just hit the line, dump it in, so most of the Colonials can get off for a change. Ostrakel will leave it for Jardine. Jardine pressured there from LaQuatra as he jumps off the bench. As he'll bounce that one off the glass. Can't get past his man, though. In the middle, Kybus. Shot just goes wide. Rebound is right in front and buried by Jules Jardine. As that one takes a weird bounce off the back wall.
Very weird bounce. You don't see that a lot. Patrick thrown off by that bounce and a couple other Colonial players as well.
As we get a 4-2 game in the first period.
High scoring affair tonight.
Colonials not used to super high scoring games, seeing if they can stop the scoring now for the Golden Flashes or maybe turn up their offense a little bit tonight.
Exactly. If you want to go in a minute and 12, you have the right line out there. Try to chip away the lead a little bit.
Hurley, he'll move it up to Ragno. Ragno poked to Blevins. Back and forth they'll go. Here come the Colonials. Blevins. Blevins moving around. Shot there goes up into the netting for a whistle. Under 1 minute to go in the first.
Good opportunity once again. Got to keep trying to hammer those shots in. You can't be afraid to shoot it, especially being down 2. Got to throw whatever you can on that.
And on the draw, Blevins and Bianchin. Bianchin able to win it to the wall. It's moved behind. Falkowski blocked there by Rorik. But the Golden Flash is still able to at least get it out to center. Ragno blocks that one. Carrying up now. It's Seiling. Seiling gets run into by Finnegan. As Finnegan gets taken down. Loose puck as Reno's down. But taking it here is Rorik. 30 seconds to go. Rorik gets past Valkowski. No one there for the pass across, so circles back. Pass all the way across looking for Ragno. Broken up, though, by Norton in the slot. Friel. He'll go straight up the gut. Shot there. Save made Bartlett as that hit a Golden Flash on the way in.
Yeah, a little weird there. Did not catch him off guard, though.
Colonials will elect to keep this line out for the final 14 seconds.
Smart decision.
Definitely the line if you want a quick one.
Exactly.
Blevins wins it back. Rurik shot stick. Save made by Bartlett. And that one goes into the netting.
That was a great shot. I thought that was it right there. Make this game 4-3, but not yet. We still got some time left in the first.
Colonial's going to go with 4 forwards, 1 defenseman on the ice. They're going to elect to put Moran in on the faceoff. Ten seconds to go. Puck will be sent to the wall. Moran will try and go back to Finnegan. It's broken up by Hall. Cleared out the center. 4 seconds to go. Carrying up is Hale. 2 seconds and 1. Stopped by Patrick at the buzzer. And we've got some hacking and whacking and swinging and 2 separate brawls. As things are not going to go quietly into the night.
Yeah, Finnegan and I didn't see the other Kent State player, but that was the main card of that fight right there. Nice little scrum there from the captain. Try to get the players going.
So that will do it for the first period. We'll see about the repercussions when we come back. In about 15 minutes, we'll be back for the second period and see, what penalties or lack thereof will be after that.
Exactly.
Second period of play getting ready to begin. Colonials making their way back to the ice surface. They had a strong middle of the period. The beginning and end were a little bit not to be desired for the Colonials.
For sure. The middle was awesome. They had a little 2-goal sun run there. They were flying around the ice. Couple bad defensive breakdowns, some turnovers, some 2-on-1s mixed in there. Not a lot that Reno Patrick could have done on some of those goals. Very unfortunate, but Colonials looking to bounce back as we have Finnegan in the box.
Yeah, it'll be 4-on-4 following the scrum at the end of the period. It'll be Finnegan in the box for the Colonials, and it'll be Jack Hale in the box for the Golden Flashes. To recap that first period, the scoring started with TJ Avellino as he got the scoring started for the Flashes. Then the Colonials got their stride. It was Corbin Ragno on a wonderful 5-pass play.
It was wonderful.
Finding the back of the net from Rorik and Blevins. And then off the face-off, that set play that they've been trying all season, Blevins wins it forward, gets it over to Rorik, and he's a tap-in back door. Following that, though, the Flashes turned up, as it would be Kyle Holmes and Cole Bienchin both scoring on 2-on-1 and 2-on-0s, respectively. And then towards the end of the period, Jules Jardine would find the back of the net as well to make this a 4-2 game as we get ready for the second period.
Jules Jardine. I mean, what a name. That's a perfect name for a hockey player right there.
So we're getting ready for some 4-on-4 hockey. 3 forwards on the ice for the Colonials with Dobransky. As off the draw, it'll go to Rurik as he finds Ragno, and it's poked in by Blevins. He'll chase after it, back to get his Kybus. As the Flash is trying to clear it out, Ragno blocks the pass, as he's going to try and battle his way to get the possession of the puck. Blevins will come in to help as long as Bienchin for the Flashes. Bienchin will just fire that one around as it takes a bounce off the Zamboni doors and out to the center. Dobransky to dump it in, back to play it as Bartlett. He'll leave it off. Holmes. He'll go up to Bienchin. Back across, finding it as McGuffin. poked away by Ragno back out the center as we've got 1:13 to go on the Coincidentals. Holmes will back this one up, finding Bianchin. Up the middle, Dobransky will lay the body and block another pass. Turned over to Blevins. Blevins all alone. Breakaway in. Stopped on the line by Bartlett and a defender.
That was close. Good work from Dobransky there on the right side. Taking on two different Kent State players trying to get that puck deep, but he did a wonderful job springing also Blevins on that little fast break right there, breakaway. It was close.
Looked like it almost bounced over the leg of Bartlett and then was kept out on the line by a Kent State defense.
Yeah, great heads-up play from the Kent State defense.
Moving in, Friel shot blockered away. In the corner, Sharamonte. He'll go back up to Friel. Shot there through traffic is stopped by Bartlett. Back behind the net, Sealing. He'll go off the wall. But jumping up Passanante, he'll move back to Friel. 30 seconds to go in the 4-on-4.
Passanante, the more reps he gets at defense, the more comfortable he looks back there. Great to see the progression he made over the past couple games.
Carrying up his Sealing for the Golden Flashes. He'll turn his back to Passanante, go down to the goal line. Back to pick it up Avellino. He'll dance through the middle, trying to get the Morant. Shot save made. Rebound bounces over to the far side, but no one there to pick it up. 4-on-4 has ended. Avellino will have it at the line. He'll dump it in. Passanante there for the Colonials. Pass is blocked by Miller, but still makes its way to Sharamonte. Moran will move up. Shot there, going for a pass off pads to Evans. It's stopped by Bartlett. Shot again is blocked as well. Jumping is Passanante's. He'll dump it behind the net. Sharamonte tried to send it in front. Every single Golden Flash was right there in the slot. Carrying up Jardine. He'll cut in the slot. Shot there, goes off the post. Jardine, he'll go down behind the net. Picking it up is Miller. Miller drops it for Norton. Try to go in front. It's blocked by Passanante. He'll go up the wall, but kept in at the line. Shot there is blocked. Across, trying to find one. Backdoor was Miller. He can't get a handle on it. Shot there, goes behind the net. Back to the point. Dancing there is Nikolov. Shot there is blocked. Turnaround shot again goes through the crease and wide. A lot of pressure by the Golden Flashes, but it's broken up there by LaQuatra as he blocks that one out the center. Sharamonte will push that one forward, but Nikolov will be there for the Flashes.
Kent State almost pocketing a couple good opportunities there for the Golden Flashes.
Colonials jumping the first line on, trying to get a boost in offensive possession. Rourke going to put the pressure on and is able to steal it there. He'll carry it up now. Down behind the net. Has Nikolov on him. Dances past one. Nikolov's stick shatters. As dumping it back in is Finnegan. Picking it up is Odgersell. Sent into the middle. Trying to get there is Rorik. Bouncing up in the air, and out come the Golden Flashes. Pass across. Finnegan will send his man into the wall, leaving Blevins free to take the puck. Blevins will spring Rorik free, but bouncing too far. McGuffin, who'll move it up the wall to Hall. Goes through a couple legs and finds Hurley. Poked between the legs by Ragno. That was a nice play.
Yeah, that was a beautiful play.
Blevins tried to go in front. It's stopped by Bartlett. Trying to spring free here is Hale. Back is Hurley. Hale, shot save made. Rebound is loose, but Rourke able to tie up Barry and stop that chance.
Yeah, good tie up there. Great back check. Not back check, but I guess back check for Rourke.
Ref's got a stick. We'll see which team he decides to play for. Finnegan will move that one up. Ragno to try and send it in the middle. Tried to find Rourke, but it's poked away by the Flashes. Carrying up now Hall. He's got it along the wall in the middle. Shot there is stopped by Patrick. Back to the point. It's intercepted Rourke, and now he'll start moving up. Rourke will try and flip that one over ceiling, but he just grabs that one and is now going to turn up with speed. He'll go north. There, across. Can't find the stick there of Hale. Evans, he'll poke this one, finding Kohlberg. Kohlberg in the middle trying to find Johnson. Leaves it for Evans. Shot, scores! Connor Evans finds the back of the net. His second of the season, and we've got a 1-goal game.
Beautiful shot right there. That's what the Colonials needed. 4-3. Evans was getting whacked a little bit going up the ice there by Golden Flash. A little poetic justice right there, scoring that goal.
Able to get the drop pass and just snipe it on Bartlett. Colonials aren't out of this game, and there's a lot of time left to prove it.
I agree. That is exactly what they needed. They needed to score first coming out of that period to be, if they want to be in this game still and compete.
They win the draw now. Dobransky. He will elect to just dump it in. Back to retrieve it for the Flashes. Turned over. Crivelli. Behind the net. He'll go off the wall to find Schmidt at the point. Dumped down behind the net. Sharamonte will race over to it. He'll send it back behind where Moran can't corral it. That one will be cleared out by the Flashes. Carrying up here is Sanchez. He's in the middle, poked away by Dobransky though. Moran hits the line, dumps it in. Sealing takes that puck from him and tries to spring one free. Dobransky's going to get on his horse, no icing. But he's getting hugged there by Tricoius Casey. But able to get it out of the Colonials, dumped in by Moran. Up the middle, the Flashes will go. Carrying in now is Kybus. Shot save made Patrick. Rebound still loose. Moran gets it to the wall. Sent up the middle to find Rourke. Tried to go for a breakaway. Ends up peeling off and goes to the wall. Rourke able to shockwave off a hit for the moment. As he's still digging for this puck. Moves out to Blevins. Blevins in front for Ragno. Save made Bartlett.
Wow.
Ragno had him dead to rights.
Yeah, he did.
Friel able to break that one up. Passanante up the wall. Trying to find a Colonial changing. Now going to get dumped back in by the Flashes, though. Passanante's pass will get broken up. Avellino moving in. Pass across, broken up by LaQuatra. Whacking there is Kybus. Sent in the middle. It's in the feet of Passanante. Still loose. Dancing around. Save made. Rebound off the crossbar. And the net comes off. Avellino feels robbed now.
Yeah, that was scary. If you're a Colonial fan, getting a little, I wouldn't say bailed out there, but Avellino had a good opportunity if that goal did not, or if the net did not move there.
Off the draw. It'll be pushed back to the Flash point. McGuffin, he'll dump down. In front, in between, and under Patrick. He did not know where that was, but luckily it was under him.
He did not. Perfect timing right there. Good job not letting that puck get loose as well.
He had someone right behind him, too. If that squeaks out, that's an easy bury.
Oh, yeah.
Minchin and Crivelli into the draw. Crivelli will win it back to Finnegan. Finnegan from Moran. Tried to poke it out the center, but it just went straight out instead of out of the zone. Crivelli up the wall. Moran back to him, and it eventually goes out off the skate of Miller. Dumped in behind the net, Hurley. He'll go up, finding Sharamonte. He'll take his time trying to clear it out. Crivelli will circle back. We'll go over to Hurley. Fans on that one. Taking it now, Norton. He'll give it off to his defense. Moved up to Bianchin. He's pressured and just flings it into the far corner. Miller's pass will go to Finnegan, kept in at the line, and dumped back in. Finnegan pushes away from Norton. Trying to clear it out again. It's kept in at the line by Holmes. He'll dump it in again. Finnegan will try again. This time trying to get help from Sharamonte, but once again kept in by the Flashes. Across the Bienchen, he can't pull the trigger. McGuffin tried to go in the middle, blocked by a couple Colonials, and they finally get it out. It'll get sent right back in, though. Hurley. He'll try and spring LaQuatra, or Moran, but just a little off target.
Yeah, it was close. I don't think he really looked up to see where Moran was. Not a lot of pressure on Hurley right there to kind of force that puck down the ice.
Crivelli in the draw, opposed from Jardine. It'll be won by Jardine back. Avellino. He'll go to Sealing. Sealing in the middle, poked away. Shot there, save made Patrick. Hurley gets it away from the slot and cleared out by Crivelli past Jardine.
Good clear right there, needed that.
Carrying up now Avellino. He's got in the middle, he goes across. Shot there, save made Patrick. Rebound is covered again. That one on the shot by Jardine.
Yeah, this line for Kent State, very dangerous. Avellino and Jardine, two great shots.
.16 to go in the second period. Evans, the last goal scorer, will step into the draw for the Colonials. That'll be one all the way to the wall. Colberg to chase after it, able to push it a little bit, but still keeping it a ceiling. Carrying up now Hall. Hall pressured by Schmidt. He'll go back to his D. Shot there by Falkowski, goes over the net. Colberg, he will get that one out. Hale couldn't keep it in. Falkowski, he'll send that one down and behind the net. Dobransky, he'll go up to Colberg. Colberg off the wall, able to get it just enough out. Turning right in is Hall. Brady Hall dancing with it, will go behind the net. Trying to go across to Barry. He's pressured here by Schmidt as that one get flipped out to the D. Out to the point and out of the zone on the pass. Seiling. He'll carry in. Shot there as he gets met by Evans from behind. And Evans able to just poke that one out to center. Turning back is Luke Berry. He'll carry in for the Flashes. He's met by Evans. Evans will get enough of it and move it up to Colberg and out. It'll get dumped in. Back to get it is Ostrakel. Turned over. Blevins off the bench. Moving in. Shot just misses wide.
That was a beautiful shot. Just wide, as you said. That was close.
Blevins with another steal. Off the bench. Moving across. Trying to find Rorick. He couldn't get it over to him. Just how quickly that first line jumps on and everything changes.
I agree. The momentum changes very fast.
Down is Hale. Shot goes over the net. And will clear out to center. Nikolov pressured there by Rorick. Forces a turnover. Blevins. Blevins finds Rorick. Shot! Scores! Devin Rorick roofs it on Bartlett. And we've got a tied game once again. It's 4-4.
There we go. Just like that, the equalizer. Rorick, what a beautiful goal. Absolutely shelving Bartlett, and Blevins. What a pass again. I believe that's his third point of the night.
Yep.
The line, probably the top line's third point. All of them.
That's
mainly.
their third goal.
Yeah.
If Ragno does get a point on this, all three will have 3 points.
Yeah. How about that?
Colonials gaining possession. That one will get tipped out by Passanante. So that will be the third point of the night for all three on the first line.
How about that?
Blevins will go back to Passanante, just goes past him. Passanante will go over to Friel. He'll go up the wall to find Ragno. Ragno will go all the way across, finding Rorik. Rorik puts on the brakes, gives it off to Blevins. Blevins taken down, sent back in Passanante. Bench wanted a call, don't get one. Carrying up. With it, Holmes. He gets taken down, Passanante. Look who's behind the play. It's Devin Rorik. He can't settle it. As it'll go down to Bartlett, and he'll move it around. Rorik pinching behind, looking for number 3.
Yeah, he's definitely searching for it.
Jardine drops it. Kybus. Kybus with it back to the point. Holmes. Shot. It's blocked by Ragno and out to center. Avellino, he'll go up and find Holmes. Carrying his Kybus. Kybus pressured off by Friel. Scrum right in front of us. We'll go up the wall. Jardine to grab it for the Flashes. Blocked by Ragno and out to center. Rorik will go down. Has 2 Flashes in front of him. Shot is blocked. And the Flashes send it out. They are changing 2-on-1. Friel the only man back. Shot Kybus, goes wide. Got enough of it, was Patrick.
That was close. Good save there from Patrick.
Kybus stolen there from Passanante. He will dump that one down. And back to get it, Falkowski. Over to his D partner in Seiling. Quick up here, Norton. He gets hammered into the wall by Friel. Friel still digging for it. Coming out with it, Bianchin. Shot goes wide. Rebound loose again. And the same play, Bryson Miller, pass off the back wall and in the back of the net.
Yeah, unfortunate. Those back wall passes are absolutely killing the Colonials. They are caught off guard. They are not expecting it at all. That's just a good goal from Kent State. That's one way to regain the lead right there after that. Dropping 2-goal lead.
It's the second one that just bounced off that back wall and someone's sitting right back door to just tap it in.
Yeah, it's a really good play, honestly.
Carrying up Miller. He gets it poked away. Bianchin with it. Bianchin back to the point, intercepted by Kohlberg. Kohlberg will take his time, enter the zone. Shot there, goes over the net. Evans. Try to go down to Johnston. Yes, scrum for the puck. We'll go. Finnegan, perfect place to break up that pass.
Yeah.
Read that one like a book.
Absolutely.
Bartlett will move it up the wall. Finnegan to grab it. He'll dump it back down below. Seiling pressured there by Johnston. It'll go out to the point. Hurley will bounce it off the back wall. It'll go all the way over to Finnegan. Finnegan tried to dump it below. Hits Johnston. Now the Flash is with it. Up they'll go. Miller. He'll try and go across. Misses his target. Hurley will dump it back. Seiling. Gets blocked by Kohlberg. Given right back, and Norton will circle back as the Colonials will go for a change. First line jumping out. Carrying up Sanchez. Poked away Ragno. And moved up to Blevins. Blevins will find Rorik as he just tips it into the Flash zone. Adrakel will send that one, and that'll hit some Colonial on the bench for a whistle. 4:22 to go in the second period.
Talk about a fun period right here. Continuing the pattern of high scoring in the first period. Relatively high scoring.
Levinson on the draw. It'll get one back. Dobransky. He'll dump it down below. Ragno to pick it up. Ragno getting pressured here by a couple Flashes, and Nikolov is able to take it. Flashes will go D to D. And eventually trying to spring free Tycholis Casey, as that one will go on net for Patrick, and he'll cover it as he's getting pressured. Under 4 minutes to go, as we've got a conversation with refs behind Reno Patrick.
What could that be about, you think?
You never know. If I'm not mistaken, the only penalties in the game have been the coincidentals for the 4-on-4. I don't believe.
Yeah, you're right.
Rorik will just flip that one, just not far enough to find Ragno. Blevins, he's now pushing up. Puck will go up in the air. In people, here comes Tycholis Casey. He loses that one as Schmidt runs into him. Blevins, he'll flip it to the corner. Dobransky to go get it. Sanchez forces the puck away from him, as now here come the Colonials. Blevins and Rorik, 2-on-1. Rorik across to Blevins. He can't get the shot off. As I believe the net came off as well, so we will get a whistle. 3:22, a grade A chance, 2-on-1 for the Colonials.
Oh, yeah. First line continuing to buzz around the ice here. Another great opportunity. Puck just rode up the stick of Zach Blevins right there. Couldn't really get a lot of control on that. That would have been a sick one-timer, though.
Yeah. Crivelli in the draw. It'll get pushed into the corner after the win. Stolen right away by Moran. Moran in front, trying to find Crivelli. Shot is stopped by Bartlett and covered.
Bartlett getting tested. Couple solid opportunities past a couple minutes here for the Colonials.
Win by Crivelli. Goes to Moran. Shot is tipped and goes over the net. Moran will get his own rebound and still with it. Shot there is blocked and will end up in the corner. Crivelli to pick it up. He'll go down low, find Sharamonti. He'll go back up to Crivelli, just bounces over his stick, and the Flashes will move up. Carrying is Kybus. He drops it in. Shot, shoulder save made by Patrick on Jardine. That one's sent back in by the Flashes. Friel has one on him. He gets taken hard into the wall. Gives it off to Passanante, who's able to move it to Moran. And out the center it'll go. Sharamonti dumps it in, but that one will hit a truss for a whistle.
2:27. Plenty of time to equalize this game. Going into the third.
Seeing who they're bringing out. They're going to bring out that top line. Not expecting them to finish this period, though.
Yeah.
A little bit too long left in that. As this one will move up, Bianchin. He'll drop that one, but Blevins able to get back to break it up. Here comes Ragno and Rorik, 2-on-2. Ragno elects to shoot. It'll go high off the glass. Passanante jumping down, able to keep it in. Behind the net. Ragno send it in front, looking for a stick. It'll go to the wall. Ragno backhands it behind the net. No one was down there, so the Flash is able to take it. Now going to get moved into the middle. It's carried by Miller. Shot there, saved by Patrick, and he will just hold it. 1:48 to go in the second period.
Good work from the Colonials overall so far there in this second period.
Keeping the first line on. It'll be won by the Flashes. Quick shot there, and they score. Right off the draw, it's Bryson Miller. He gets his second of the period and second straight. It's 6-4 Flashes.
Yeah, that was a good goal right there. That was a nice shot. Just sneaking right past Patrick's glove. Maybe a little unexpected. Did not expect it off the face-off. Not prepared for that. But still, good goal. Extends the Golden Flash lead to 2 now. Back to 2.
And we're basically right where we were at the end of the last period.
Yeah, really. Did a lot of work for, I wouldn't say nothing so far, but
Off the draw. It'll get pushed down by the Flashes. Hurley, he'll try and spring Crivelli free. It bounces off his stick before it's dumped in there by Seiling. Sent around the wall, and the skates of Moran turned over to Seiling. He's in, drops it back to the point. Shot there is gloved by Patrick and held, and the shot from Hale.
Track that one nice.
Another D-zone draw for the Colonials. Crivelli will win it back. Finnegan doesn't get a handle on it, but uses it as a deke of sorts to keep possession. Tried to move it to Sharamonte, and back it'll go. Moran enters the zone. Dances down, fans on the shot. Crivelli trying to get it out to the D, gets past Hurley. Breaking down now is Hale. He'll give it off to Hall. Now with it, Barry. Barry into the middle. Shot by Folkowski. Shot goes wide as he was pinching down from the D spot.
That was scary. That was a good opportunity.
Barry walking around. Shot goes over the net. Crivelli. He turns it over. Barry. 35 to go. Sent in front, blocked by Hurley. And he moves it over to Sharamonte, and now Colonials could have a break. Sharamonte, he'll go all the way across. Backhand Moran. He gets stuffed by Bartlett.
Great save there from Bartlett. Beautiful move from Moran. Unfortunate. I couldn't find the back of the netting there.
Not far enough for icing. Finnegan, he'll go for quick up for Hurley. He'll find LaQuatra. 10 seconds to go in the period. LaQuatra goes across. It's blocked by Bartlett. Behind the net it'll go. Hurley just got to fire it, and he'll just dump it in, as that will do it for the second period. As we get 2 goals apiece in the second period, so still a 2-goal deficit for the Colonials. 6-4 is the score now as we get ready for intermission.
Yep.
We will step aside for 15 minutes for said intermission and be back for the final period of the D1 Colonials home ice season as they take on the Flashes. Third period getting ready to begin. Colonials hit the ice, and look what we have here. Caleb McCabe is manning the Colonial crease.
I like this move.
It
Great
was-
move from Joseph right here.
was
Reno
ex-
Patrick not playing bad at all, all right? No disrespect to Reno Patrick, but
Get a spark.
exactly. Switch it up, get a spark. You've seen what Reno could do in the first 2 periods. See if McCabe can see if the team plays different around McCabe. You know, sometimes those goalie changes can spark those type of things.
If you watched either of the women's games this morning or last night, you would have heard the voice of Caleb McCabe and his analytical thought process. He's now in the back of the net.
Yep.
He expected to be playing tomorrow against Duquesne, so we'll see how this impacts that game and
Yeah,
if he
definitely.
gets the start there. But we'll see what difference he can make. We can look at his numbers for this year. An incredible turnaround. Last year, missed over half the season due to injury. This season has a 2-0-1 record and looks incredible. 225 goals against and a 932 save percentage. This is his first appearance on home ice this season.
Wow, how about
All
that?
3 games on the road. Played at Temple, lost in overtime 2-1. Played at Rutgers, won 5-4 in a shootout, and then was at Mercyhurst, won 5-1.
Good, he's earned this right here.
With the injury to Colburn, taking a big leap in possession or in time of ice. So
For sure.
seeing if he can make do with it. Carrying in his Blevins right off the rip. He'll leave it for Rourke. Rourke in, he scores! Devin Rourke right off the bat, 14 seconds in, and the first line's got their 4th of the night.
That's how you do it. They've been doing it all night.
And the hat trick goal for Devin
yeah.
Rourke.
There it is. No hats on the ice for the senior, but what a beautiful way to get the hat trick and keep them in this game right here.
Back to a 1-goal game as 14 seconds into the third period. Rurik ties it up. Colonials are coming out with fire now. Had a long stretch of comeback wins, seeing if way can keep that going.
For sure.
Shot there, save made McCabe. Rebound saved again, and kept out by McCabe.
Wow, how did that puck stay out?
Blevins will move up, carrying in. Shot just goes wide, poked away there by Nikolov, and the net comes off. That'll read Rorik from Blevins and Finnegan. Blevins getting his 4th point of the night, as well as Rorik's 4th point of the night. Finnegan will get his 2nd point of the night.
First line is just flying out there, putting the team on their back right now, doing what they can to be competitive in this game. Without them, it'd be a 6-1 game at least.
Yeah. Nikolov will take it off the draw. He gets pressured by Sharamonti, takes a tumble. Sharamonti tried to move to Crivelli, just couldn't get it in the right area. Miller, he'll dump it in. As Schmidt has a tumble. It'll be cleared out to center. Dan Chin, he'll move it over to his D in McGuffin. McGuffin up the wall, dumped in by Miller. As this one will be sent down behind McCabe. Schmidt will get that one out with a little help from a golden flash. As McGuffin will have it along the wall. Sharamonti will throw him into it as he dumps it in. We're at center on to Moran. Moran gives it to Crivelli. Here come the Colonials. Crivelli drops it here to Sharamonti. Shot there, save made Bartlett. And he'll hold that one for a whistle.
First 2 lines for the Colonials looking good right now. Definitely testing Bartlett early in this 3rd period. Now comes the 3rd line, though. See if they can continue this slow momentum.
Have a goal
Colonials
tonight.
have. Exactly.
This line does.
Yeah. Evans, right?
Yeah, it was Evans.
Yeah.
Tried to be cleared out. Little keep, but Barry gets it out. Intercepted, though, by Passanante as they try to dump it down. He fans on the pass. And the Flashes do get it all the way down. Friel will go off the glass, takes a carom into the middle to find Evans. But poked away. Falkowski goes right in the middle. He finds Hall. Hall shot, save made McCabe, and it goes over the net. Pushed into the net was Kohlberg. So this will come out to center.
For being kind of thrown into this war zone type of game, McCabe looks pretty composed in between the pipes, starting out this 3rd.
He hasn't faced a high number of shots, but he's had
Correct.
a couple scary ones.
Yes, definitely a couple scares that he came on top of, though.
This one will be dumped in by Sealing. Sent out and over Rorik, but no icing is the call. Sealing pressured by Blevins. He'll go up, dump that one down, pinching down behind. Sent across, shot there is in the back of the net. Flashes strike early, it's chased in Sealing, and it's up to 7-5.
That was a missile right there. Went right past McCabe. Unfortunate. Colonials just keep getting their goal back to get them back in this game.
Yeah, they keep climbing back, and then the Flashes. Colonials yet to have a lead in this game.
Correct.
No, they were up 2-1 in the
yes.
first.
Okay, yep.
But since that second goal for the Flashes, Colonials have yet to face a lead. They've been tied a couple times.
Yeah.
But they've been chasing the game for a while.
It's a great game. If you love the overs on NHL, and this is the game right here.
McGuffin will go over to Holmes. It'll be poked in by the Colonials. Hurley will try and go up the wall. Ragno there. Fans on it. In the feet of Sanchez. He'll turn it over, though. Ragno trying to force his way out. It won't go. With a little help from Hurley, it'll get dumped all the way down. Rorik throws a man into the wall. Blevins will go back to the point. Finding Finnegan. Poked out to center by Kybus. Hurley was collapsed on by a couple. Now back to back. Here comes Blevins. His shot goes into the netting. Another tic-tac-toe play by this first line.
Yeah, they look fluent out there. They're smooth. Nice little play from Blevins. Good block shot, though.
If the Colonials want to get the win in this game, they got to have more goals from other lines than that first line.
Agree. Just some diversity in the lines here. Let's get a fourth line gritty goal.
There's no fourth line tonight.
3.5.
Shot there. Saved by Bartlett. Rebound drops just past him. Moran, he'll drop it down. Chiramonte in front, trying to maybe take a weird bounce off a flash, but sent the length of the ice. Dobransky out and off sides of the flashes. He just gets that out. Yeah, a line 3.5 goal. That'd be the one.
That would be it. That'd be awesome. You don't know who's on the who would be on the ice. It'd be hard to bet who's on the ice for that 3.5 line right there.
Crivelli in the face-off. And it'll be pushed back by the Flashes. Nikolov in the middle. Shot there. Save made. McCabe goes back behind the net. Couple bodies tumbling. Picking it up here is Jardine. He'll find Kybus. And the Colonials get it. Dobransky. He'll go high off the wall. Not out. Nikolov keeps it. Chiramonte can't get it out. Kybus. Down below. In the middle. Back to Kybus. Shot save made McCabe.
Nice save from McCabe right there.
Schmidt. He can't get a handle on it. Keeping it here. Jardine. He'll go behind the net. Try and reverse. But picking it off is Crivelli. And it'll go past Nikolov. Chiramonte's going to try and rush to it, but Nikolov will beat him to it. Nikolov trying to go up the gut, blocked by Moran, but that block goes straight to a Golden Flash, carrying in. And stopped by McCabe as it sits under him.
Wow. Nice save once again from McCabe.
Kybus on a mini breakaway.
Yeah.
McCabe shuts the door.
Coming up on top, baby. Good work, McCabe. As we have the partial 3.5 line out there.
Off the draw, pushed out to center for the moment, back into the zone. Friel, he'll go off the wall. Johnston to just try and flip it forward. Carrying up Bianchin. It'll be dumped into the far corner. Racing down to get it, Norton. Coming out with it, Johnston. He'll flick it to center. Falkowski, he'll move it forward. Bianchin goes all the way across. Shot save made by McCabe. Rebound picked up by Kohlberg. Kohlberg will dump it in. Back to get it. There was Bartlett. Turned over to Kohlberg. He'll go back to the point. Pass it on. Can't keep it in as he had to reach for it with one hand.
Close right there. Great effort trying to keep that puck in, but
Falkowski, he'll go behind to his D partner in Sealing. That'll be sent the length of the ice for a Flash icing as look who's jumping on the ice.
Here we go. The only line that has a scoring life, almost you can say right now. At least the past two periods. This period and last period, meaning.
Flashes are taking their time to get back in, wasting as much as they can to get as much energy as they can. Bianchin will send it around. It's kept in. Finnegan trying to poke it at Miller, and he does. Hurley will race over to it. Flash is able to get a couple off. Hurley tried to go up. It's picked off, and now here comes Blevins. Blevins, Rorik, shot over the net. Ragno from the side of the net, won't go. And Norton will just push that one into Bartlett so he can cover it. Another chance for this line.
Rorik wanting that one back. He's shaking his head. He's mad at himself, but that was an amazing shot. Just missing by a couple inches over top of the goal right there.
Blevins in on the faceoff. He's looked good so far in that roll. He gets it again. Shot save made by Bartlett on the quick one by Rourke. Another chance. He scores! Devin Rourke gets number 4 on the night. Have a career day on senior night.
I mean, come on. This line is not going away. They want to win this game. Beautiful work from Blevins off the faceoff. Rourke, great shot off the faceoff as well. And Ragnow just getting that rebound, getting that puck right back in. Rourke finding the 5-hole. Beautiful work.
13:49 to go, down by 1. 7-6 now the score. Bartlett will leave it off for McGuffin. He'll move it behind of Holmes. Taking their time behind the net. Sanchez. That'll get kicked out to Hurley. Crivelli will dump that one in. It'll be Rourke from Blevins and Ragnow. The third time that exact trio has gotten points in that way.
Gotta love that.
Finnegan. He'll start the rush up after the turnover. He'll dump it down. He finds Sharamonte, who tips it in behind the net. Sharamonte chasing after McGuffin. Set in front. Puck is loose and cleared out of danger by the Flashes. Hacking and whacking were the Colonials.
Great work there from Sharamonte, finding Moran at the front of the net. Moran very close. As you were saying, he was hacking away trying to get that loose puck.
McGuffin turns it over to Crivelli. Set toward the middle. Right there. In the way was Jardine. Carrying up now is Avellino. He takes down Schmidt. As the puck will go up the wall, Nikolov goes through his feet. Trying to put on the gas is Rourke as he's back on the ice. Rourke sends his man into the wall. Trying to dig that puck out. 2 Golden Flashes on him. Nikolov takes it. He'll move it up the wall, but goes right to Dobransky. Dobransky shot save made Bartlett. And Rourke takes a whack. And he's going to get a headlock for it.
Still some extra going on.
Ostrakel standing up for his goaltender. Nothing's going to come of this.
That's nice.
12:09 to go.
Things expected to get a little chippy here. High scoring game. We're
Close
getting
game.
down. Yeah, high scoring, close game. All those elements. Things are going to get chippy, definitely. Some frustration.
Pushed forward by Blevins. Sent behind the net. Ragnow takes it. Tried to go back to Blevins. Goes through his legs. Rourke gets it back. Tried to send it back to Ragnow. But the Flashes get it. Trying to send it back to the point. It'll go all the way down. Schmidt chased by Avellino. Dobransky will come out with it. He'll move it to Rourke. Rourke tries to go to Blevins a little in front of him. And Seiling will be able to get to it. Seiling will move it to Avellino. Almost poked away by Ragnow. Now with it, Jardine. Jardine now in front. Shot goes and is blocked. Rourke will go down to Schmidt. He'll go up the wall to Dobransky. He finds Ragnow. Sends it all the way across. It's intercepted, though. Kybus gets run into by Dobransky. Puck will go into the corner. Jardine and Schmidt fighting for it. Down below. Fighting for it. Kybus, he'll go back to the point. Seiling, shot is blocked. Rourke just pokes that one, trying to race down his Ragnow. Coming out for it is Bartlett as it bounces over the stick of Blevins. Sent on net. Bartlett will move it over to Seiling. Another possible chance for this first line is another chance for the Golden Flashes. Gets broken up. Passanante able to lay the body.
Yeah, good work on the Colonials right now. Not doing anything crazy. Not needed yet.
Friel gets taken down, able to get back up and able to play with the puck. Loses it in the scrum, though, as he gets poked out. Here's LaQuatra. LaQuatra able to hit the line, dump it in. Bartlett out. Drop behind. Passanante can't keep it in. He's got to race for it with Miller. Friel able to put his body in front of Miller and stop him from getting that puck.
Yeah, good work by Friel, using his speed and defensive work.
Miller, he'll go across in the middle. Shot save made. McCabe with the shoulder.
Beautiful save there from McCabe.
As we got a whistle, net comes off, I believe. As he's able to cover that corner with the shoulder.
Yeah, beautiful save right there.
Evans in on the draw. Tie up. Coming out with it is Friel. He'll go off the wall, but it hits the referee. Colonials still keep it, though. LaQuatra pokes out the center, finds Evans. Nikolov on him. He'll elect to bounce it off the back wall, but intercepting it is Ostrakel. Hall turns it over to Kohlberg. He'll go over to Finnegan. He goes to Passanante in the middle. Tries to find Evans, goes past him, and that will be a Colonial icing with 9:20 to go.
Time just dwindling down here. Colonials still need one goal to at least force overtime here. And you don't want to dig yourself a bigger hole by giving up another goal here.
Yeah.
Especially with this momentum. It's all towards your way right now. McCabe looking pretty well in net as well. A lot of positive impacts in his third.
Finnegan in his feet, and broken up, though, by Hale. Hale pressured still by Finnegan, able to pick that one up as Kohlberg. He'll move it out the center, trying to find Sharamonte. He can't get to his stick. Flash is trying to go for a quick up. Hall in the middle, broken up Sharamonte. Crivelli, he'll just sky that one in. Nikolov to grab it. Nikolov, he'll go straight up the gut, gets past Crivelli, into the middle. Finnegan in front of him as Finnegan takes him into the wall. Sharamonte, he'll go behind. Back to grab it is Hurley. Hurley flicks it to center. Sharamonte to grab it. He'll go across the wall, trying to find Moran, but a little bit too far behind him. Offside. Falkowski flips that one out. Sharamonte sends that one back into the corner. Seiling. He'll move it up to Parker. Carrying up now is Tykolis Casey. He tries to find Seiling in the middle, goes past him. Seiling behind the net. Still with it. Crivelli was on him. He dumps it behind the net. Parker. Back to the point. Seiling. Shot. Save made McCabe. Finnegan will come out with it. He'll move it out the center. Moran. He's got to deal with changing Colonials. Bartlett elects to play it as he knew they were changing. Tykolis Casey can't corral it. It'll go to Finnegan. He'll go over to Dobransky. First line on for the Colonials. Ragno just able to chip that one in. Blevins to chase after it with Falkowski. Sanchez to send it to the wall. He'll get it back. He's got Blevins on him, and Blevins forces that turnover. Is leaving that one was Falkowski as it ends up on net for Bartlett. Bartlett leaves it behind for Rorik as he tried to send it in front for Blevins, but blocked. On the other side, here comes all alone. Save made. Oh, no. That was really anticlimactic as that one is in the back of the net. Really thought that McCabe had that one from our angle.
I thought he did too. That was a great effort. As we had, I believe that was Schmidt, break his stick over the pipes there.
Apologies for the getting excited. But
no worries at all. They know about the camera angle we got down here.
Yeah. That one will end up in the back of the net, and it's a 6-8 game, and just like that, it's back to a 2-goal deficit for the Colonials.
Very unfortunate, but the pattern of this game is Colonials are going to score here in about under 2 minutes to make it 7-8. Sorry, excuse me. I'm a goal behind here, but make it 7-8, and then it'll be 9-7 final score.
Trying to move it up. LaQuatra. He'll go off the glass, trying to spring Evans free, but McGuffin is there. That one blocked by Friel, but finding is Kybus. Kybus goes across. Shot blocked there by Friel. Kybus gets it back, drops it back to the point. Shot there is tipped by LaQuatra. Passanante trying to spring someone free, but it'll go right back to the Flashes. Jardine. Sent around behind. Here's LaQuatra. LaQuatra to chase up. Spin around. Tried to find someone. No one there, but no Flash is able to go and find Evans in the front. He can't pull the trigger.
Pass was a little too hard. Evans wanted that 1T.
Avellino's shot saved by McCabe as we got just under 6 to go. Kohlberg will hit the line, sending it on net as it hits off the stanchion. Almost caught Bartlett off guard.
Yeah, that was a weird bounce.
I think that hit where the door is.
Yeah.
If Bartlett commits to going out to play that, that's in the back of the net. Is that shot saved by McCabe?
That would be
that,
something.
that's a change in momentum for sure.
I mean, those are one of those goals that gets in a goalie head as well. With 5 minutes remaining, if hypothetically that went in,
yeah.
That would have been an interesting end of the game right there.
Off the draw, it's won by the Flashes. Moran has to go down to get it. Eventually grabbing it, Hurley. He'll go up the wall with it, Moran, but pokes it too far away from himself. Finnegan will get it out the center. Poked away too far from himself again. Diving Crivelli. He can't break up the pass. Norton playing catch. Shot. Hits someone in front. Poked by Crivelli. He's got to get on his horse. Crivelli racing after it with Nikolov. Spins off the hit. Back to Sharamonte. He fans on that one, and it'll go out the center. Nikolov will move that one up. Carrying is Barry. Dancing pass, sent in front, cleared out for the moment. Still digging are the Flashes. Backhand. Another chance, and it's in. Too many rebounds in front. And the Flashes will take advantage. It'll be Bryson Miller. He'll get his hat trick goal.
Yeah, I was about to say.
And it's now 9-6.
Yeah, nothing you can do about that. You need to get that loose puck out of there. Simple as that. Couple shots McCabe saved back against the wall, but you just need to get that puck out.
You're the Colonials. Now you got to score quick.
Oh, yeah. Goal per minute. Keep the first line out there for 4 minutes. And they do something. No, I'm kidding. Let's see what they can do, though. It does start with them.
Seiling's pass broken up by Rourke. Rourke tried to dangle back past him to no avail. Hall, he'll go over to Falkowski. In the middle finds Seiling. Seiling tries to go through Passanante. He gets it into the corner. Seiling still with it, poked away by the Colonials. But right back to the Flash it'll go. Blevins trying to spring Ragno free, and he does. Corbin Ragno in alone. Save made by Bartlett.
Big save from Bartlett right there. That is a game-saving save, you'd imagine at this point.
Yeah. Not going to get many better chances than that, are the Colonials.
That was also a beautiful catch, I guess you could say, from Ragno. That was awesome.
Flashes are changing. That one will bounce off something and right back to Rourke. Rourke in front, stopped by Bartlett. Tried to go back in front for Ragno, hits his skates, and he can't pull the trigger.
What a pass from Rourke right there. Dude's a magician.
Blevins can't get that one out. Rourke will stand his man up, and now here comes Blevins. Rourke going to go for a change. Blevins trying to work it himself. Tried to go in the middle to find Dobransky, but ends up finding a flash stick instead. That'll be dumped back down, and that'll be an icing. Not an icing on the Flashes.
Interesting.
Close ref said so. Far ref says no. And once again, no icing.
Yeah.
McGuffin. That'll go off of Johnston. In feet, trying to take it there, LaQuatra. He does take it and sends it in around. Trying to throw a hit there and avoiding it. Johnson avoids another hit as this one gets dumped down by Hurley. Back to the point, Finnegan. He'll go down behind the net. LaQuatra gets taken down to no call. Back to the point, Finnegan walking in the slot. Backhand shot off the post. Rebound is loose for LaQuatra. Still won't go. Still in the crease and eventually covered by Bartlett and then cleared out. As Tycolis Casey and LaQuatra are going to go at each other. Presumably, both of their nights will come to an end.
Quatra took a mean one to the face. Not warranted. I don't know what 13 is on right now, but he's feeling pretty good about himself after this win, you can see.
He's definitely feeling good.
Oh, yeah. Definitely feeling the adrenaline, you can say. In a game like this, it does feel nice. You know, winning this game, a 9-6 game. As the refs are talking it over with Finnegan, trying to get a explanation here. Explanation, not an exclamation point.
And just trying to confirm, I believe with the win for Kent State, this will lock them into the 3 seed.
Interesting.
So definitely a big one for them.
For sure.
Their final game of the season.
I was right before that little scruff right there. I was gonna say it was a relatively clean game. Besides that little battle
at the end of the first.
Yeah,
I was gonna mention that no penalties that did not end up in equal terms.
Yeah. Very rare to see, honestly. Shout out to the refs, though. I thought it was a relatively clean game, which I think it was. I didn't really exactly. There was nothing out of the ordinary.
So presumably with this Colonial loss, it is not done yet.
Yeah.
There still could be a huge comeback.
For
They've
sure.
got a power play here. But this will lock the Colonials out of the 4 seed. As off the draw, this will be one and not cleared the length of the ice. Finnegan keeps it in, but getting it away is Jardine. Jardine shot, save made McCabe.
Also, it looks like all the seniors are on the ice for this power play as well.
Yeah, I believe.
Think.
Man, I don't think so. No Kohlberg, but obviously you can't have 6 out there, so I guess that makes sense.
Yep.
Finnegan will go to Sharamonte. He'll dump it behind. Picking it up, Moran. He's pressured into the wall. He'll move it up to Sharamonte. Back out to Rorick. Rorick sent in front. Rebound for Ragnar won't go. Hacking and whacking and getting it out to center are the Flashes.
Another close opportunity there.
Rorick, he'll drop it for Sharamonte. That'll be popped up in the air. Trying to keep it in Moran, he does. Rorick tried to just send it in front for someone. He'll end up back on his stick, sent towards the net. It's blocked by Falkowski. As we've got more scrums going on in front of the net. 1 minute to go. Jardine moves it in front. Shot, save made McCabe as it goes off the post and out of play. Things are definitely picking up. And that's interesting to see because there is a chance these two will play each other in the first round of the playoffs. Things need to go wrong for the Colonials for that to happen.
Yeah.
But there is a chance these two will face
possibility
in the first round. And if tempers flare and things go the way that the bad that they might,
get a little bad blood brewing for this playoff coming up.
Kohlberg now, he is on the ice now for this power play. Carrying up Passanante. He gets taken down. not going to get called with only 40 seconds to go. So go behind the net. Flashes are just going to kill as much time as they can. This will go to the wall. Couple people collide, Dobransky and Bianchin. Kohlberg to dig it out. He'll send it to the far corner. 20 seconds to go. Passanante back to Blevins. Blevins down to Passanante. We've got 13 to go in the game. As Passanante is going to sell a call with a couple seconds left. Shot there is blocked. As they're going to take someone with 4 seconds to go. Passanante, I think, kind of bought that call a little bit. And the ref's like, fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing's going to happen.
He definitely did sell it. Might have to give him a little Emmy after that one.
4.3 seconds. Just a goal every second.
Yeah.
It's not unheard of.
If there's a first, this may be the first. If there's not a first, this will be it right here. It starts with 1.
Just
it's point 2.
Ragnar tried to fire it quickly. Goes back to Finnegan. Shot. It's blocked. And that will do it. Couple extra whacks. Going to Sharamonti. As with no games left, I mean, ref looked at that one, and they're going to give a penalty.
Yeah.
At the end of the game.
As they should. I mean, Sharamonti didn't just get 1 whack, too. He got a third one. The third one was a little mean, too.
Yeah.
I mean.
And I don't know the official rules, but there's a chance that could cause a game suspension.
Very true.
As after the whistle.
Yeah.
I don't know specifically. I could be just talking and making stuff up.
It sounds right, though, honestly.
Yeah.
It does. It makes sense if that is the case.
And with Kent State's next game being round 1 of the playoffs, that'd be a tough one to swallow if that's the case.
For sure.
But final score, Kent State comes in. They win this one 9-6 on senior night for the Colonials, spoiling the party. The Colonials had multiple chances to get back in this game.
For sure. Can't really even be that unhappy about this game. You put up 6 goals. Unfortunate, you got 9 against you. But, hey, you saw what McCabe can do at home. There's benefits to this loss. I mean, you saw the first line buzz. I mean, that was beautiful to watch. So there's some good positive impacts after this game, even though maybe some coaches, players, fans may disagree.
So the only thing left for the D1 Colonials this season, they've got an away game tomorrow around 12:45, 1 o'clock. They'll be at Duquesne, and that is a big one for standings. They are the 5 and 6 seeds, respectively. And if the Colonials fall to the Dukes tomorrow, they will drop to the 6th seed and play the Kent State Golden Flashes in the playoffs. If they pull off the win, or I believe if it goes into overtime at all, they will get the 5 seed and will take on the West Virginia Mountaineers in the first round of the playoffs.
Boom.
So that will do it for the D1 Colonial season. They wrap up on home ice. One more game will be tomorrow, as I said, and then it'll be playoffs. We will unfortunately not be able to cover playoffs as they are too far away from us. So you'll have to check up and see where you can watch that. But this is not the end of all the seasons, as hockey continues for 2 more weeks with the D3 and 2 Colonials next week, following that up with the 3 and 4 the week after.
Yeah.
So we will be back in action next Friday.
Yep.
As the D3 Colonials, we believe, as as they take on California University, and the D2 Colonials on Saturday will play RIT. Those might be switched, so you'll have to check your calendars, but those 2 games will be happening next week, one on Friday, one on Saturday. But for Andrew Keel, TJ Rose, thank you for stopping by. Colonials fall 9-6 to the Kent State Golden Flashes, and we'll wait to see their official playoff rankings after their game tomorrow. Thank you for joining us. We will see you next